Hi guys, welcome back. I'm so used to recording on TikTok now that I had to pause the video then come back in. But hi guys, welcome back. I literally can't remember the last time I did a video like this on my YouTube, but anyways, we're back. We're here. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this right now because yeah, I don't have much to vlog for you guys, okay? So, anyways, we're just going to be doing a little chit chat, basically live during university and after university, or maybe live after university. I don't know. Let's just see how this video goes, okay? Um, I'm using my foundation. I bought this foundation, the minimalist foundation means so, and I must tell you, the shade is not my shade, but the consistency and the pigment be eaten. Yeah, life after university. Oh my god, where do we start? So, a lot of you that don't know, or if you know that I am an aspiring actress, and basically, I've been trying to get into the acting scene for a while now. Well, since I left school, anyways. I've always wanted to act, but kind of didn't know how to. So, but I kind of started pursuing that when I left school, when I finished school, yeah. Because the kind of school I went to didn't really give me time to pursue that. It was like if you're in school, you're in school. Not like you can be in school and also pursue other ventures. No, it's like if you're in school, you're in school, period. So yeah, I was in school, and I have to say that when I was in school, I was a wreck. I was not thinking of like what I would want to do um when I leave school. I wasn't thinking I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job, even though I ended up working a 9 to 5 job. But after that experience, I was like, hell no, I don't care if I'm broke. I don't care if I'm broke. I ain't working this shit. I'm gonna find my way. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, finding my way because honestly, doing the usual thing is so easy. Like just going, getting a 9 to 5 job is easy. It's very easy. But it's like what's the sacrifice of that? And when I worked that 9 to 5 job, oh my god, you guys, that was during my NYSC. That was 2023. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot. I was like, wait. You would think you would see all these cool adults, and then you realize that damn, their life is actually sad. And I just told myself, absolutely not. This would not be me when I am 30. I refuse to be overweight, like sexually frustrated. I know. Um, Somewhat depressed and taking out my anger on other people. I refuse to be like that. I refuse to be like that when I'm in my. I refuse. I refuse. So I was just like, no. I'm not. I'm not. Nah. I'm not gonna stay here. I'm not going to be in this industry. It's not gonna happen for me. Okay, you guys. I didn't put too much foundation because I don't want to be looking like a chalkboard, but you get the gist. Anyways, I made up my mind that I'm leaving this place in one piece once I'm done with my NYSC. I didn't even think twice. You know how they always be like, "Oh, just think about what you're doing first." I didn't think. I literally just packed my stuff. I was like, one day, I literally just said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore." Because I feel like a lot of reasons why people stay in 9 to 5, and I don't blame them because, I have backup, which is my parents. I live with my parents. Some people don't live with their parents. They live alone. They are the one catering to their family stuff and all. So, but me, I had that privilege of like, saying, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. And yeah, but not everybody has that privilege. And it was like it happened like magic. I've what even happened that day? Yeah, I think something, my boss did something, or I don't even know what happened. I think something did happen, and I just said, you know what, I'm done. I already alerted the person that brought me to the company that I was going to be leaving. um very soon. I wasn't going to stay back for after NYSC, and she was disappointed because we had actually had like a chat. We had a chat of like, oh, what I would want to do after NYSC, and like if I would stay, and I told her what I wanted. And but at that point I already made up my mind because I already saw the way like the company's hiring policy goes, and I was not willing to do all that long whatever. I was like, you know what? I thought about it. I said, every industry is an industry. You have to work your way. If I'm here and I'm putting all this work here, there is no way I would have the same amount of time to put that kind of work in the industry that I actually want to be in, which is the acting industry, to be act. So I actually just like made up my mind and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take that risk. And let me tell you, that was a huge risk. I was so scared, but I couldn't talk about how scared I was because at the end of the day, even though I live with my parents are not the one buying my stuff, like buying my clothes or catering for my other bills, like if I want to get stuff or if I want to go out and have fun. My parents are the one catering to those bills. I cater to that. But I was afraid because I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to, and let me tell you something. My fear was justified because I'm not trying to call them out or anything like that. But my parents, they gave me shit. They made me feel it like, why would you quit? Why would you quit that? Like that kind of energy. Like you're not meant to quit. That's how it is. That's how a job is. I refuse to live that type of life. I'm so sorry. I just refuse to live that life of depression. I've lived it once. I felt depression face to face in 100 level my university years, and I just like, nah, I would never let myself go that low again in life. Like literally never again. About life is as long as you're looking, there's a way. As long as you're looking, there's a way. As long as you're looking, you're always going to find something. And eventually I did find something. Although I'm still looking, I won't say I've completely been settled. I don't think, in fact of all, I don't think you're ever going to feel completely satisfied with any work that you're doing unless it's like completely taking care of everything that you're like everything you have get done is being footed by that job. I think that's the only way you'll be like, okay, I'm completely satisfied with where I am in my professional life. All I want to do is just act, 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 and act. I it's not rocket science. I'm not speaking Latin. I just want to act. But getting into the acting industry is so hard. I feel like, well, I already knew that. I already knew that. That was not something that gave me like a shock. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, wait, what is that hard? No, I already knew that this journey I'm embarking on is a very scary and long journey. So I think that kind of helped me, so it wasn't so scary for me when like I would get rejections and all. Yeah. So I think that helped shape my mind. But yeah, like I said, as long as you're looking, you're always going to find what you're looking for. And I have no fear anymore. I am at peace. I'm at peace. Like spiritually, I'm at peace. But obviously, like goal wise, I'm still trying to reach my goals. I have goals for myself that I must achieve, and I know I'm going to achieve them. Sometimes I feel like I don't give myself enough accolade for some of the things that I've accomplished. I always just like downplay it because I've not yet reached the ultimate goal that I want to achieve for myself. But I'm learning to appreciate myself and say, you know what? Good job, girl. You did good. You did good. You deserve that one, okay? I'm learning that. So how is my acting career going? Well, for those who follow me on Instagram, you can see I've gotten gigs here and there, which have been great. But of course, everybody knows that the ultimate goal is cinema, to be in a cinema movie, even if it's about like, even if it's just like a side supporting role. I mean, for now, yeah, duh. Like, who's going to give me a lead role? Even if it's like a side supporting, I feel like that's the main goal for any aspiring, upcoming um, actor. And yeah, I've gotten some role. I got a role as an extra. Actually, good. This is the perfect time to tell you guys the story time of how pretty privilege saved me. So let's clock in that, okay? So, pretty privilege. Where do we start? Oh my god. I like how this base came out. Okay, skin work, period, blend, period. Yeah, I always forget my makeup routine. I always forget what to do next. I think that's just because of like I'm talking. I like I said, for those who follow me on Instagram, so the only people that will know about this. So I was able to get like a gig with Inkbolt Productions, yes, and it was just before you get so excited, I was like an extra. Okay. I was an extra at first, yeah. Actually, I was still an extra, but let's say an extra that got upgraded and got some lines. Usually, extras don't have lines. Your job is just to fill in the background and make it look realistic. But yeah, but usually extras never have lines. They hardly ever have lines. So I was an extra, and that was fine. I was content. I mean, it's Inkbolt, okay. Even if they gave me an extra as just somebody walking on the street, I would take it without even complaining, okay. Everybody has a humble beginning, okay. So I wasn't even complaining about being an extra. So when I came on set, I applied for the role of the waiter because out of all the extra roles, those were the ones that I felt that I would be able to get easily, which was waiter. So I applied and I got it. Okay. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, great. Oh boy. Okay. What I was convinced that I was going to be able to get was the waiter role. So I was like, okay, since that's what I can get, let me just walk towards getting that. If you get what I'm trying to say. So when I got the call that, oh yeah, you got the role for the waiter, I was so excited. So I packed my stuff, went on set and all. Now this is where you guys, girls, if you know you're a pretty girl, you better strut your stuff. Never be ashamed to like show off that you're a pretty girl. Show it off. Just like Arasta said, I'm a pretty girl. I'm going to show it off. And if you don't want to see it, don't buy data. Because you don't know how pretty privilege will come in and help you. So when I came on set, and the costumer, everybody like they came and they were like, okay, go put on your costumes and everything. So went put on my costume. I mean, I showed her before you go put on your costume, you actually let me see the costume. So before I went to put my costume, I showed her my costume and she was like, she looked at me and she said, you're a waiter? I said, yeah. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, I'm pretty sure I would know who I'm playing. And she was like, okay, go put on your costume and then come back. So I went to put on my costume and I came back. She was like, okay, the costume looks good. That's fine. Um, you guys go do your makeup. And obviously, because we're extras, we don't get makeup privileges like that. Maybe the makeup crew would touch you up here and there, but not like a full face makeup. Like they would give the main cast. You get what I'm trying to say? So we didn't get makeup privileges like that. Anyways, so I was like, okay, okay. I wasn't even tripping and all. So obviously, that's why another thing, if you're an aspiring actress, like you're trying to get into the industry, it's very important for you to know how to do your makeup because there's some times where you come on set and there's no makeup artist or there's no budget for you to get your makeup done. So if you don't know how to do your makeup, you're on your own. So I've always known how to do my makeup. Like I learned that so I could do my makeup. So I went to the restroom, did my makeup, and I came out. And I was sitting down and I was waiting for them to start production. And the customer passes me again, and she's like, "Yeah, you can't be a waiter. You're too pretty to be a waiter." And I was like, "Girl, shit, what were you saying? Stop it. What are you saying? Stop. Don't psych me out, okay?" I was like, "Wait, what are you saying? Are you saying I'm too pretty to be a waiter?" And she was like, "Yeah, I don't think you can be a waiter. You're just like it doesn't look realistic. You're so pretty." And and she was like, she went to meet the casting director, and she was like, "Who put this girl as a waiter? Are you looking at her? Like, wow." And they were like, "Yeah, that's what she applied for." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I applied for, because that's what I thought I was going to get." I could get, you know and she was like, "Hell nah, this girl is too pretty to be a waiter. I'm gonna put her as a main guest. That's the main friend of the friend of the main character." And I was like, "Okay, talk about promotion. Like what?" I wasn't showing it, obviously, because I was like, not gonna act cocky. And I was like, "Oh, okay, are you serious? Oh, thank you so much." So I like that. I was boosted to the main character's friend, extra, sitting at her side. And when the movie was produced, guess what? I was the only extra that actually had a line, because I remember when I asked the director, like, "Oh," because she was like, "When you talk, like, act like you're interacting with the main character because you're her friends and all." So we're just like talking and all. I was like, "Are we meant to talk or just mimic talking?" She's like, "You can talk." And thank God I spoke, because at the end of the day, I was the only extra there that they actually showed my face, my expression, and how I was talking. Guys, check out the movie. It's Family Bese. 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 Pretty privilege exists. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you it's a lie. Pretty is a lie. It exists. Before, I did not think that I'm someone that can have pretty privilege, oh, but um, it happened, and I was like, because this is the thing. I get compliments that I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, and all, but I never believe it. I just feel like they're just like low key trying to be funny with me. And so I never really thought that I was a pretty person, like someone you would consider like, "Oh my god, this girl is pretty." It never ever, like, I was never like, it was I was oblivious. I never really thought that I was that pretty that could be noticed, basically, because I told you guys, puberty did me dirty. Ooh, yes, I was a very cute, beautiful baby girl, but you see, puberty didn't do me well. The only thing puberty did was give me boobs. That's all. After all that struggle, I still ended up with a flat ass. Like, imagine. Oh my god. Like, the insult. After all the stress that puberty gave me, like, I was an ugly teenager. I was not like a cute teenager at all. I was freaking ugly. Freaking ugly, man. So when people be like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty," I always think they're like just trying to make fun of me and all, but this was the first time I actually really believed that I was pretty.